Hi and welcome to another ivotools library video. In this one, guys, we're looking at alphabot. So alphabot automatically creates a list of the alphabet. You can choose between upper and lowercase alpha characters. You can select a starting character and a terminating character. In other words, you can choose a substring from the alphabet. You can create a list comprising only the consonants, and by default alphabot will simply bring you back the entire alphabet without any parameters. So this is a really useful function, guys, on the occasions where you need to be working with the alphabet, for example a cipher program, or you're doing a little bit of encryption, for example, and it just takes away the time that's needed to manually type in the alphabet as literals. Okay, so saving you the time of having to type in 26 characters of the alphabet into a list. An alphabot will do lots of things for you just to make life a little bit easier. So let's have a look on PyCharm and see how we can make use of the ivotools alphabot function. So here we are in PyCharm, and you can see on the screen, guys, I've put in the line of code necessary to import alphabot from the ivotools library, and I've also just commented out the header that you will find in the ivotools library for this particular function, and it's just to give you a sense of the optional parameters that are available, and I will give you some examples of how to use those now. So quite simply, guys, if we wanted to create a long list of the 26 characters of the alphabet and save ourselves time manually doing that, all we need to do is create our list from alphabot. Okay, so if I do my list equals alphabot, okay, and that's all we need to do, guys, and then we can just print my list to see the results. All right, so if I run that now, okay, you can see, guys, all right, that it's manually created that huge list, which would actually take you quite a long time to type those literals in manually in your code. Okay, so just for a few seconds, guys, that it takes to write that one line of code, you can create the list automatically. So let's look at some of these optional parameters, and we'll take them step by step. The first thing that I might want to do is to create all of the alphabet but in uppercase, and to do that, guys, I just simply specify that the starting character is uppercase. So if I run that now, okay, you get exactly the same thing, but all of the characters, guys, in uppercase. Okay, so in this particular instance, the starting character is not only being used to define where we start our list, but also whether it's uppercase or lowercase. So let's look at creating a range. What I can do is I could create a substring of the alphabet, let's say from L, okay, and let's do S, for example. Okay, uppercase, guys, and let's run that now, and you can see that I now have a substring which includes L to S, okay, and that's in uppercase. Obviously, guys, I know you're getting the hang of this already. If I switch this to lowercase, it will do exactly the same thing in lowercase. Okay, so now I get L to S inclusive in lowercase. Now you can see there, guys, we've got the single vowel in the middle there. Let me just make my list a little bit longer. Let's do from D up to X, okay, so let's run that. So we're going to get a longer list. All right, and you can see, guys, that we have the vowels in there. We've got E, we've got I, okay, we've got O, and we've got U. So if I wanted to turn that list into a list which excludes those vowels, so it's just the consonants, then all I need to do, guys, is I need to specify the flag at the end, so cons equals, and then make that true. Okay, and you can see it exists up here, guys, as part of the definition of the function. All right, so now I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm just going to generate consonants only in the alphabet, guys. Okay, so now you can see on the list, guys, the vowels have been excluded. All right, now if, of course, guys, I mean, you can play around with any of the starting and ending end values, but if I just wanted a very simple all-inclusive list with just the consonants, guys, I can just put in that one optional parameter, so cons equals true, and that will give me all of the alphabet but just the consonants. Okay, so you can see, guys, we've got quite a lot of flexibility there for you to be able to create a list of alpha characters. Particularly useful, like I said earlier, if you are writing a program that has something to do with specifically working with the alphabet, or maybe a cipher, for example, and it just saves you all of the time needed to manually type in literal values into lists. Okay guys, that's it really. It's a very simple function to use once you get used to the optional parameters, and I hope the function and the video will be useful for you, so I will see you in a future video.